What the heck is going on, guys? How's everybody today? We are back with another Summer Sport Chronicle video. Today we're going to be covering top 10 things that you should know at this point in the game that we feel are very helpful and useful. Today we're going to be doing it from Cheda's account. Cheda has a few more of the things that we want to show. So the first thing I want to talk about is in the TOA shop. So we're going to go to the TOA shop and we're going to look at the little horsey mounts. So as you guys know, in PvP, it is very important to move fast, and a lot of people who like buy mounts and stuff have like the move fast mounts. So this white stallion or the brown stallion is a really good purchase to make for Battlefield in order to keep up with everyone. Because yeah, it's move speed fast, so it's like a free-to-play mount that moves at the same speed as the pay-to-win mounts. So make sure that you buy that for Battlefield. It's super important. Yeah, he's pretty cool. But anyway, so the next thing we're going to talk about actually is something that a viewer pointed out to us in one of our videos. So if you go to the main screen and we go to our auto menu, if you actually hold down on this, it brings up this menu here. So this is where you can turn off your auto use for your ultimate, your skill links that you want to use. So on some monsters, you're going to want to use their skill 1, and on some other monsters, you're going to want to use skill 2. So that's where you can change that, and you can also change the minimum amount of mana use as well for auto. So that's just auto settings, but it's a much quicker way than going to the menu. So yeah, I think in a previous tips video, we talked about this and we didn't know about this. A viewer pointed it out. So TY to them. And the next thing we're going to talk about is some targeting in BF. So if you go to your target screen here, so you can do this in any mode, but it's most important in BF. There's a settings menu here. This settings allows you to turn off, well, it allows you to do a bunch of things, but the main thing is you can turn off to show the monsters, and this is going to help you like actually get kills in Battlefield because it says show enemy summoners, so you can just see like the list of the summoners instead of like all the monsters with their summoners.
And you can sort them by the distance, so whoever closest to you will be on top.
Yep.
Another good thing is this pin. So when you're hunting creatures or whatever, or for the spider chick,
definitely for the spider chick,
and then they'll always be at the top. And you just can keep clicking on them to keep your target on them.
Yeah, you'll just see like a little thumbtack symbol thing beside the targets, and you can put them there. So yeah, that's very, very, very useful. The next thing, we actually kind of recently did a video covering this, but you want to make sure you're getting all your alts to level 60, because if you go to the hero area super quick, I know we talked about this recently, but it's really important in my opinion. So if you go to hero area, you can actually do all these quests on every single summoner once they hit level 60 and you can enter. So I think it's really important that you get your alts to level 60 and you get all this extra gold and legendary rune crafting resources. It is really, really important. The next thing on the topic of Hero Zone, Chet is going to show you guys how to travel to the Hero Zone efficiently. So we all know that traveling to Hero Zone is a pain in the butt, but Chet is going to show us a quick way. So if you go to your map, you go to Rudlin, you're in the Rudlin village.
And then you have to figure out which name it is. So if you go hero area,
yep,
it says it's Ia Hill.
So once you know it's Ia Hill, you can actually go to the Ia Hill map.
And then if you click the purple thing, it switches to the hero area map. You can see it right here.
It has the H.
Or you could do with the drop-down menu.
Yep.
And then you can just teleport right in. So this is normally the starting spot.
So you can do that with any of the zones. You just check to see which actual like world it's in, and then you click over to change to the hero area, and you get auto teleported into the hero area. It is loading slow. And there we go. As you guys can see, Cheda is in the hero area. It'd be better if he had some missions up here, but
this is the one hero area that I've done them all in, actually.
But you can see the purple there. So
yeah, we're in this.
Yeah, so that's a very quick, easy way to get there. And then next I want to talk about...
I got one more thing here, actually.
Okay.
So a lot of people do this in parties. So one person will be the leader and everyone else will be on follow. So this zone I don't think is so bad for. Yeah, this zone doesn't have any of the elevators. But the elevators, they'll take one by one if people show up there one by one. They'll just take people up one by one. So you'll all be like, let's say there was an elevator here, you'll all be like sitting here waiting for the elevator. And the one person will go across and they'll get clapped or whatever. And you'll get stuck here. You won't be attacking and the monsters will come and get you too. So the best way, I think, is the leader goes. The leader does his auto-pathing, and what you want to do is you want to click this button right here, the home button.
Yep.
It'll take you back to the town. It'll revive all your dead monsters if you have any dead monsters.
Which happens sometimes if you get split off in here. Where
quite often, and then you just press the follow button again, and it'll teleport you right into where the person is.
So the follow button, just Chetta kind of showed it, but it comes up between the V and the whistle, and it's like two little guys. So yeah, if you come back to this world and then you hit follow, then you can kind of avoid the elevators. So it does take a tiny little bit of coordination with your team, but not very much. You just like, once the leader's there, then you go. And then one other thing that I want to talk about is some stuff that you can buy with your raid coins that you might think you don't use anymore. So, yeah, I guess you can buy it in subjugation too, but you can actually buy strings and stuff for crafting your costumes here. So I think that that is very, very important to buy because you want to make sure that you're crafting all the costume just for your innate stats. And then you can also buy the energy transcendence pieces see, we haven't gotten the patch yet, but like if they make your second and third summoner for
or at least the second.
Yeah.
And you have like an alternate character that you can play for certain types of content or whatever.
I just don't know how like really important this is going to be, but that's definitely something you can buy there. I'm for sure buying my strings because I don't want to farm that crap, and you need so many twigs for everything. So yeah, this is a very useful spot to buy that. Again, you don't want to buy, like, say you're using Naraka gear. Obviously you want to save those tokens for gear, of course, but in the spots where you're not going to use the gear anymore, then you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be spending your Naraka tokens. If anything, you should be going on this guy here. Yeah, oh, it doesn't tell you the rate that it comes, but you can get an awakened one. It'll be like 1-star awakened. Yeah. Awesome weapon. And yeah, just take your chances. Or I guess you could buy like the 6-star shield or whatever you actually need. But
yeah.
You need 5 weapons, so you're going to want to roll on the weapons a lot.
Yeah, you're going to need weapons all the time. And then one other thing that we want to talk about here as well is the gem gambler. So this is definitely later game when you have a bunch of gems it's the gems that you use for your gear for your summoner. Once you have a bunch of extra of them, you can go over to the hand worker here and you can gamble them for a chance to get a higher gem. So it's not necessarily a good thing to do because the rates are pretty crappy.
There's absolutely nothing you can do with these gems though, other than just like sell them to the merchant, I guess, or equip them onto your gear. But eventually, you're going to be past that point. So if you go with 3 commons, it's 100% rate.
So it's for sure going to get better.
It's for sure going to be a green.
Yep.
Then you go with 3 greens.
Now it's
40%
already.
It drops down real quick.
Trash, but you can do it. Rough.
I think of, yeah. And then yeah, it even works on these ones for 15% rate.
Oof.
I don't think I'm gonna test my luck there.
No.
And then on these ones with a 10% rate.
To get a legendary though, so that's awesome.
Yeah, to possibly get a legendary.
All right, and we just have a couple more things here. So we have mentioned this in a previous video, but we actually forgot to mention this in a newer video that we did talking about how to spend your gems on refreshes. So you want to make sure that you're buying this pack every single week. This is the best value you are going to get for your tickets. It gives you 12 for 500 gems. So you want to make sure you're buying this. I bought mine right at 3 a.m. at reset. So this is actually the main reason we did it on Cheddar's account. He has a little more patience than me. Next we have...
Oh, there's also this too. This,
Oh yeah.
it's 50 random essences.
Yeah, Topher mentioned this in a video as well. Topher Smurf, good old alliance mate. He's a G. Make sure you give him a follow as well. I'm sure most of our followers are cross-platformed at this point, but... And then the next thing we're going to talk about here...
See, it gives you these.
Okay, yeah. But it's a lot of essences for 200 crystals. Like, if you're going to refresh
They're
it.
just random, but it is 50.
And then the next thing I want to talk about is the exchange shop. So Breath of Life is a huge problem in this game, that is for sure. So you can get Breath of Life from this shop. And also, sorry, before I talk about the Breath of Life, my bad. Go to the 5-star pieces again. Sorry, my bad. So you can buy Cobalt Bombers, Kumar, and the Water Pirate Captain, Galleon. So you can buy all those pieces from all the various shops that they have in the game. And you want to make sure that you're buying these pieces, even if you're not going to build the monster. Like, I actually probably aren't going to build them, but my plan is to use them for pieces to exchange here when there's a monster that I want or a person that I want. So I actually got 3 yesterday out of there. So I used like all my pieces in one day.
It's 9 pieces for 3.
Yeah.
27 pieces if you have to buy all 3 of them out of there.
But I got like Juno pieces, I got Annabelle skill up pieces, a bunch of different stuff. And then yeah, the Breath of Life, like we mentioned. So I personally crunch all my 1 and 2 stars. I don't even think about it. 1 and 2 stars are Breath of Life. 3 stars you want to be definitely more picky with, but I've been even more lenient lately. I kind of went through all my 3 stars, made sure I had enough pieces for all I wanted to build, and then crafted a bunch of Breath of Life. So definitely be more conservative on your 3 stars, but this is a good place to get Breath of Life.
Yeah, as you can see right now, I got 16,000, and I go pretty ham on these.
Yeah, I'm at about 5,000.
Oh, you go really ham.
But I'm sitting on bulldozers right now. I'm sitting on Shannon's, like I'm sitting on the guys that like I know, like
Keeping like the good guys.
yeah. But then other than that, like all Breath of Life. And then the very last thing we want to talk about, this is something we're going to probably keep telling you guys because it gets hidden. If you go to the book, the collection challenge, so this resets semi-frequently and they seem to always have one running. So it seems like once a month, like ish, except it's not like on the month. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like halfway through the month, they reset it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you always want to make sure you're checking here, make sure you finish it up. This time was really good. If you go to the rune challenge, the last one.
Well, all of them.
The last one.
It's 600k and then 100k.
Ain't nobody needs 600k more than they need 100k sky stones. Okay. And this one,
just a bunch of scrolls.
it was 22 scrolls. So that was really nice.
What was this one?
It was
Oh, yeah. All the different gems.
yeah, Devilmon
Okay. Devilmon.
and Rainbow Mons.
A bunch of Rainbow Mons.
So yeah, you want to make sure you're doing those. That is all super, super important stuff. But that is it. That is our top 10 things we think you need to know that are super important to help your life in Summoners War Chronicle be easier. But Chetta, you have anything?
Nope.
Okay, so as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Again, we have our Discord link down below. Please join that. We would appreciate having you in there. And we'd love to connect with you more and help each other in the game. And we will see you guys in the next one.